You see?
He's a story.
I know. I painted him so he may not look the most accurate, but his name is Officer Buckle, and we are going to be reading a story with Officer Buckle today. So I'm going to put him right here for everybody to see. I'm going to show you the cover of the book. It's called Officer Buckle and Gloria. Now this is a fiction book. Does anyone know what fiction means?
Fake.
Oh, their hand. What does fiction mean?
Made up story.
Made up story. So it is a made up story.
It's fake stuff that happened.
Yes, Alexander. So we're going to read through the story today. And so what are some things that we have to make sure and do? We have to listen and be quiet and respect our neighbors and their space while we listen to the story. And if I ask a question, I want you to raise your hand and I'll call on you, okay?
Why is Officer Buckle? Why is the pumpkin Officer Buckle orange? Because he needs skin.
Oh yes, it is orange. But that's okay because it's a pumpkin. And what's tomorrow?
Halloween!
Alrighty.
We all get to wear our costumes and all.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes. So let's be quiet so you can hear the story, okay?
I'm going trick or treat.
We're being good listeners.
Okay?
Yeah.
Alright. Officer Buckle knew more safety tips than anyone else in Knappville. Every time he thought of a new one, he thumbtacked it to his bulletin board. Safety tip number 77, never stand on a swivel chair. Officer Buckle shared his safety tips with the students at Knappville School. Nobody ever listened. Sometimes there was snoring. Afterward, it was business as usual. Mrs. Topple, the principal, took down the welcome banner. Never stand on a swivel chair, said Officer Buckle, but Mrs. Topple didn't hear him.
That's the wrong thing to do. You can fuck off.
Then one day, Knappville's police department bought a police dog named Gloria. When it was time for Officer Buckle to give the safety speech at the school, Gloria went along. Children, this is Gloria, announced Officer Buckle. Gloria obeys my commands. Gloria, sit. And Gloria sat.
My dog does that.
Officer Buckle gave safety tip number 1. Keep your shoelaces tied. The children sat up and stared. Officer Buckle checked to see if Gloria was sitting at attention, and she was.
She's not.
Safety tip number 2, said Officer Buckle. Always wipe up spills before someone slips and falls, and the children's eyes popped, looking for the picture. Can someone raise their hand and tell me why the children would be really surprised? Yeah.
They might fall.
They might fall. Who might fall? Maggie, who might fall?
Nobody, but I think they are surprised about Gloria.
About Gloria. And Gloria might fall. Why might Gloria fall?
She's doing her head. She's standing on her head.
She's standing on her head. If
How
the dog
could a
was
dog
standing
do
on their
that?
head while I was reading the story, do you think you would be surprised? Yes.
What if you brought it out? I can stand on
Alrighty. Keelan, can you come stand or sit on that octopus for me? Thank you. Alright, Officer Buckle checked on Gloria again. Good dog, he said. Officer Buckle thought of a safety tip he had discovered that morning. Never leave a thumbtack where you might sit on it. The audience roared. McKinnon, can you tell me why the audience might roar after he says never sit on a thumbtack?
Because if you sit on the thumbtack, you might bleed.
Right, and who might have sat on a thumbtack in this picture?
The Gloria.
Gloria did.
Why the thumbtack?
Alrighty. Officer Buckle grinned. He said the rest of his tips with plenty of expression. The children clapped their hands and cheered. Some of them laughed until they cried. Officer Buckle was surprised. He had never noticed how funny safety tips could be. After this safety speech, there wasn't a single accident. The next day, an enormous envelope arrived at the police station. It was stuffed with thank you letters from the students at Knappville School. Every letter had a drawing of Gloria on it. Officer Buckle thought the drawing showed a lot of imagination. His favorite letter was written on a star-shaped piece of paper. It said, you and Gloria make a good team. Your friend, Claire. P.S. I always wear a crash helmet. Safety tip number 7. Officer Buckle told his safety tips to 313 schools. Everywhere he and Gloria went, children sat up and listened. After every speech, Officer Buckle took Gloria out for ice cream. Officer Buckle loved having a buddy. Then one day, a television news team videotaped Officer Buckle in the State College auditorium. When he finished safety tip number 99, do not go swimming during electrical storms. The students jumped to their feet and applauded. Bravo, bravo, they cheered. Officer Buckle bowed again and again. Can someone raise their hand and tell me who they think all the people are cheering for? Gloria! Do you think they're actually cheering for Officer Buckle and their safety tips? But don't you think the safety tips help?
Yeah.
Yes, so Gloria's just a really good friend to have. Officer Buckle bowed again and again. That night, Officer Buckle watched himself on the 10 o'clock news.
Oh no.
Oh no, what do we predict is going to be on the 10 o'clock news? Yes, Alexander.
Gloria, and he's gonna be like.
Yeah, do you think he's just going to see Gloria on the news?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what may happen too. Let's see. The next day, the principal of Knappville School telephoned the police station. Good morning, Officer Buckle. It's time for our safety speech. Officer Buckle frowned. I'm not giving any more speeches. Nobody looks at me anyway. Oh, said Mrs. Topple. Well, how about Gloria? Could she come? Someone else from the police station gave Gloria a ride to the school. Gloria sat on stage looking lonely. Then she fell asleep. So did the audience. After Gloria left, Knappville School had its biggest accident ever. It started with the puddle banana pudding. Splat, splatter, sploosh. Everyone slid smack into Mrs. Topple, who screamed and let go of her hammer. What do we think is going to happen with that hammer?
It's gonna hit. So no, that person.
Yeah, it's going to hurt someone.
No.
Next morning, a pile of letters arrived at the police station. Every letter had a drawing of the accident, and Officer Buckle was shocked. At the bottom of the pile was a note written on a paper star. Officer Buckle smiled. The note said, Gloria missed you yesterday. Your friend, Claire. P.S. Don't worry, I was wearing my helmet. Safety tip number 7. Gloria gave Officer Buckle a big kiss on the nose. Officer Buckle gave Gloria a nice pat on the back. Then Officer Buckle thought of his best safety tip yet. Safety tip number 101. Always stick with your buddy.
But what about 100?
I remember us hearing 99. I'm not sure we heard a 101, but I'm sure there's one. Alrighty. Now, boys and girls, if you can hear me, clap once. And turn around, face me. Turn around, face me. Sorry, not turn around, face that way. So today, do you know that we have people just like Officer Buckle here at school? Yeah? So wouldn't you think it'd be cool for us to do thank you notes for them today? Yeah? Awesome. So what we're going to do is you're going to get a sheet of paper that looks just like this, and it's going to have a star on it. And it says, Officer, thank you for all you do. And then there's a heart. And you're going to write your name right next to that little heart, just like I did here, okay? And then you're going to color it. And you can even draw a picture of Gloria if you want. And then you're going to cut it out. Can I get head nods if everyone knows what to do?
And thumbs. 2 thumbs up.
And 2 thumbs up. Okay.
I don't know what
So, that's all right, Ethan. I'll explain it to you.
Just
Alrighty. If you can hear my voice, table 3. You may go back to your seats.
Thank you. I forgot I'm not table 3 anymore.
Alright, table 2, you can go back to your seat.
I'm table 2. I'm the tables for getting right.
Oh, thank you. Table 1, you may go back to your seats.
Yeah, they asked him to fill that out yesterday.
Where's my table?
He was working, so he hates water.
Oh, yes, I will come back and pass out your papers to you. And table 4, you may go back to your seats.
Oh, hey, MJ.